Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, I'll try and make this brief. I haven't done nothing this week. I have got a little video after this coming. I had a day off, Sunday gone, and done a little bit on my own bike. I thought I'd record it. You know, I record all the time. Some things that I put out, some things I don't bother. But this, I will put this out just so there is a little video going out. Anyway. Monday morning I got up as usual, early, 5 o'clock, and it all went downhill from there. I had some weird popping sensation in my head, followed by the worst headache I have ever experienced, and instantly felt sick. And I don't like being sick. I was fighting that off. Doing my utmost best not to throw up, because it's perpetual motion after that. I don't like sick. And anyway, and this eye, like streaming, just pouring, so strange. I actually thought I was checking out, so I just went and lay down. Wow, the pain was absolutely horrific, I've got to say. It weren't good. Anyway, I'm still here, as you can see. A couple of my friends turned up later on. He took one look at me and then obviously could see something was wrong. And he got on the phone, got me into hospital. Off I went to hospital, kicking and screaming. Later on in the day, my headache sort of subsided. Still didn't feel right. Anyway, I went into hospital. That was a complete waste of time. Some stupid test of stand on one leg and do a twizzle and all that business, and go home and have a rest, sir. And don't stress yourself out. So that's what I'm doing. All this week, I've not really done much. I've been in cuckoo land somewhere. It's been quite strange, to be honest with you. I've never experienced anything like it. At least that headache sort of gone. I still feel like something's there, but no pain that I'm kicking and screaming about anyway. But yeah, it's been quite a strange week. I've been away with the fairies somewhere. So there's no videos come out on the BMW off-road bike or anything like that. I have took it easy this week. I've just been hovering around, and that's about it really. So I've got the little video messing about with my bike, like I say, which I filmed on Sunday, so I'll roll with that. Hopefully over this weekend I'll get a little bit better and a bit more on my feet, and we'll carry on as usual. So just bear with me. I'm sure I'll get back on it. No idea what went wrong. I'm not sure what standing on one leg and turning around and all that would accomplish at the hospital, but it's not known for being the best hospital anyway, our local one. Yeah, there's been a few horror stories there, but never mind. Let's roll with the next video. Right, I'm having a day off. It's Sunday and, well, sort of a day off. I'm having a day off and messing about with my own stuff. I've been cleaning this on and off for most of the morning, and I'm going to do a few jobs on it. One, I'm cleaning the chain. Although, if you look at it, it doesn't seem to need it, but I'm still going to clean it. This chain, it's still like brand new, and this was already on the bike when I bought it. I don't think it had been on long when I got the bike. I've had the bike just over 2 years now. I've had this. Is it? Yeah, just over 2 years. And I always look after the chain. And all I do is toothbrush, scrub it with a bit of paraffin or diesel, and then put a really light smear of gear oil on it. And I've had over 10,000 miles out of this chain so far, I do believe, so it seems to work, so that's what I'll stick with. I'm going to clean the exhaust down here, that great big cap bit, whatever you call it, because it always burns on these bikes and gives a real nasty colour, so I like to keep on top of that as well. So that's Duraclean, which I do with this. Bit of Scotch-Brite on my polisher, that does it great. What else have I got to do? I don't know, there's a few jobs, I'm just going to get on with them. Let's get on with it. Alright, chain first then. Like I say, it ain't that bad, but don't hurt to keep it spotless. And like I say, we'll put a smear of gear oil on there when we've done this. Dry it all off with rags and then put the oil on. There's another job I'm going to do on this. I've got a little sticky thing to put on up there. I'll show you in a minute. I've done the other side and I think it looks better. Well, I think it does. And before you know it, the good weather will be back. Yes, I am a fair weather rider. I don't mind what people think. I've done all that riding through the winter in snow, ice, wind, rain, freezing cold. I've done all that. I've got the t-shirt and the medal and all that rubbish, and I like to stay warm now. And let's be fair, it is a nightmare keeping on top of your bike if you do like it tip top through the winters. So yeah, don't get me wrong, if I'm caught out in the rain and nasty weather, I'll keep going. But I won't intentionally go out in bad weather. I like to stay warm these days. Although I do go out in any weather on the KTM as and when I get time. I don't mind on that. Might need a bit of tension in there as well. I've already started saving me a couple of little euros for the next trip. Some of you who've watched for a while, you know I do that. Start saving a couple of euros each week or each month, as and when I do the odd job and stuff. Take a bit out, change it to euros so it can't be spent. And it soon mounts up. And it's a good idea if you're ever thinking of going away on your bike into Europe. Just peel a bit of money here and there each week or month, change it straight to euros. Like I say, you can't spend it. Or no one else can spend it for you if you leave it on the side. I'm sure some of you know all about that one. You go to your little stash and you think, I'm sure there was 50 quid there, and now there's only 35. Where's that gone? And you go, oh yeah, I just used a bit to go to the shop. Oh, great. So if you change it to euros, you don't have that problem. Oh, I'm going to change my wheel weights as well. That's another job I'm doing. So when I got these tyres put on last, I'd asked them before, when I dropped the wheels off, I said, you got black wheel weights? And they said, yeah. And then when I picked them back up with the tyres on, they told me they'd run out of black wheel weights and put silver ones on it. I know that's only a trivial thing, but I'm still going to change them. And I know somebody is going to tell me you can buy brushes for that chain. I know. I've got one, toothbrush. I guess you've all got the preferred chain lubrication that you use, which is fair enough. All them claims that it doesn't flick off at all, and it always ends up flicking off. So yeah, I'll just smear a tiny bit of gear oil on this, and then at least when you do get a bit of it on the back wheel, it's really easy just to wipe off. Not like that sticky, syrupy stuff that's an absolute pain to get back off your wheel. Right, that's that little bit done. Just get the tyre wipe now, just in case I've got any diesel on it. This is panel, tiny bit of panel wipe, so it'll get any diesel off and evaporate quite quickly. And it won't hurt it. I'm sure you've all hit a patch of diesel on the roads at some point. It's not very pleasant, is it? That'll do it. This is the bit I want to sort out. I don't know why, it just niggles me a little bit. Personal choice and all that. And I've done the other side, I'm quite pleased with how it looks. So that is the bottom of the tank. You can see through there. And I just want it black. So I've got some of this protective textured vinyl, which I've cut the shape out, which is obviously slightly oversized to the area that you can see. So I'm going to pop all this off, stick it on and put it all back on. Yeah. Right, find me tools. You probably won't see that. Every single fastener on this bike has got BMW stamped on it. Every single fastener just about. Well, I've got the seat loose, ready to come off. I'll give it a bit of a clean under there as well, I think. This one. And there's one of them little pull-out clips just there. I really don't like pulling on them things. Oh, I've got to loosen the top cover off as well. Yeah, that's enough. And we give it a good clean under here as well while we're in here. Right, where's that? Oh, it's here. Yeah, never look. There we go. We'll put a bit of lubrication on that as well while we've got this off. Ain't that dirty under there. We'll still give it a clean. Again, a bit of panel wipe. Top of the frame. All the bits I can't get at while the cover's off. Not going mad in that area. I want a little telltale mark where the gap is, so I don't go stick it in the wrong place. So the tanks are alloy on these things. You think the tank's massive, but no, it's that bit there. This is all air filter and everything else up here. It'll be due its little service in June. I service this every year, especially before a big trip. So I'll be doing that in June. I'll do it regardless to how many miles it's done. oil change, filter, and obviously a big check over. Make sure everything's okay. Had a new battery on it last year. Right. Just want to make sure there's no dirt there where I'm going to stick it. Right, I can just about see where it's got to go. I'm just going to put a little bit of heat in that. That will do it. Right. That's made it stick. Sorted. Right, let's get the panel back on, see what it looks like. Okie dokie. I want to give the inside of that a wipe as well. I like to have a clean of everything. That's why we can get at it all. That's all I use. It's furniture polish. I know you can get loads and loads of different posh cleaners and protective sprays and all that. Spend an absolute fortune on it. This is £1 something a tin. I've always used it. It is brilliant. I'm not recommending it. I don't like to recommend things. It's just what I use. Brilliant stuff. Right, let's get the panel on. Clean the inside of the panel as well. Still got the labels on, look. Monolith Matte. Tank Blendy. Let's clean its little gills. So I thought that black bit's got like little gills there, look. I thought doing that black will be more in keeping with that bit there. We all like to do our little personal touches on our bikes, don't we? There's nothing up with that. And don't let other people stop you from doing it. It's your bike. If you want to do little bits to it, don't be put off by people. I don't like it when people do that. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. So it's their bike. Right. So that slides down there. That pops in easy, and it's got a bit of lube on there. There we go. Just wipe that. get all the fixings back in. There we are, black. That's better, I reckon. It's a bit grubby in there. There we go. I'm all over the place now. That's it. Right, fixings first. That's better. Right, let's give it a wipe over. There we go. A little bit of black instead of the white. I know it's only a little thing, but I thought it looks a bit better. Each to their own and all that. Right, I've got all under the seat clean. It's all been wiped over. A little bit of spray in there just to protect a few things. As you can see, this bike's got the Lunatic red plug. The Dynamic Pro plug. Right, I'm going to get the seat back on and on with the next job. Alright, next little job. Swapping the wheel weights over. Just a little niggle of mine. And these wheel weights are a bit scruffy. I've already got them on the move with this bit of plastic. They're going rusty. My wheel weight's going rusty. Hold on, quick experiment. One magnet. I guess they're not lead anymore then. Right. Where's me rag with a bit of petrol on? A little bit of petrol. Get the old gunk off. I remember one year we was in Germany. I think it was 2003. We actually went to watch the Formula One back in the Schumacher days, and I have never experienced heat like it in my whole life. It was horrific. I felt so ill. I don't do real hot summer. I don't mind it warm at all, but this was truly horrific. And I remember waking up in the morning, stuck my head out the tent, and my wheel weights had melted off the bike. So obviously where I parked the bike, the wheel weight was at the top, and there's this big string of gunk running down, and the wheel weight was on the floor. It was that hot. They'd melted off. Yeah, that wasn't pleasant eat at all. You just couldn't escape it. There were no breeze. You were going down the autobahns, there was cars that scattered left, right and centre that had boiled over. Apparently, a load of the fish and things in the Rhine, it killed them. They're all floating on the top. It was amazing. It was red hot. I couldn't even stand out on the racetrack in the open. It was that hot. I couldn't stick it. I remember going back into the forest. You know, Hockenheim is like, it goes through a bit of a forest, and that's where everyone camps. I remember going back in there and lying on the ground under a tap, a cold tap in them woods, sitting there with it just running on me. That was so hot. I'm sure I used that in 2003. Right, that's clean. Let's peel that bit back and find out what weights they are. Right, got them. Can't find my glasses. As usual, they are the communal shed glasses. Most of my friends are blind, so when they come here, they all use them glasses. I can't find them. Brigo, where you put my glasses? Can't find them. Right, what we got on here? I'll have to squint. I think it's that section there. Yes, it is. Definitely. Skizzers. There's a spare one. There we go. That's better. Good state of them things. Terrible. Right, I'm just going to get the back ones done now. Is that? Oh, hold on. No, there's the other set. The other side, obviously. Get them on the move. There we go. They're just a look at the state of them. Right mess. Hello's cleaner, look. What's that I've dropped? Oh, the scissors. Much better. Right, I'll get the back ones done now. Right, that's the back ones done as well. I think next time I go and have tyres put on, I shall take these with me. Just in case. And they can use them. Right, next job is clean the exhaust. Okay, this is what we're cleaning. I don't know if you can see that very well. So you get all this burning. I suppose it's gunk off the chain and everything that comes down it. So we're going to get the polisher with the Scotch-Brite in and see if we can get all that off. I think this is about the worst I've ever let it get. Anyway, it should come off. I think we're about sorted there. That's I don't know how well you'll see it. That's all a lot better now. Much cleaner. Black wheel weights on. Me black sticker in there to change that. Sorted. I've just cleaned all up under the front end there, all up on the steering damper, all up under the bottom. Yeah, let's get a light. I might be able to see a bit better. Yeah, it's a bit grubby under there, so As you can see, that it's all a lot better under there now. Sorted. Yeah, much better. I've had this about 2 years, no, just over 2 years actually. I've had this bike. I think I've put 10,000-11,000 miles on it, something like that. I ain't doing too bad, look. It does help if you keep on top of them. And I enjoy cleaning. I find it relaxing. Some people don't like cleaning, do they? They'll just give them a wash over or jet wash and that's it. I like to polish everything and keep everything spotless. And keeps the value in it a lot better as well if you do that proper cleaning. A friend of mine's just got one of these as well. In fact, he bought it off another friend. So he's absolutely gagging to get out on his. So hopefully we'll get some miles done this year. There's going to be a few of us out, I think. And also, I reckon I might perhaps organise a ride out as well, if anybody's interested. Definitely going to the bike night where they start the Lancaster Bomber up. I think there's one of them in June, so I'm going to try and get to that. Obviously that's a fair way away yet, but I think I'd like to go and see that again. That was I went there once last year. It's a good night. Absolutely thousands of people there on bikes. And it's nice to look around all the bikes in the car park as well. So I think I'll go and pay a visit to that place again. I'll say I've had this just over 2 years and I absolutely love this bike. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, this style of bike, but I love it. I've had all sorts over the years, you know, to do my riding, my main daily bike, let's call it that. I've had GSXRs, several GSXRs, R1s, all sorts. I had that CB1000R, the FZ1000, all sorts. Way before them bikes, I had all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff I used to ride around on way back in the 90s and stuff. All sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. But by far, this is my favourite bike I've owned, by far. Don't get me wrong, the GSXRs and the R1s are cracking bikes, but you know, you get that bike that you just click with. Everything suits you, everything's right about it. This is the one for me. Don't get me wrong, it won't be the same for everybody, but I love everything about this thing. It's certainly not slow. You know, it's got enough power there when you want it, which is great for when you've want to cover a few miles down them autobahns in Germany. It's brilliant. But yeah, I absolutely love it. What's that other Yamaha I had? Is it the MT-01? I think it was an MT-01. The big V-twin, weird looking thing. I love that bike as well. I always wanted to change the back end on that though. It's just, I thought it looked great till you got to the back. But I never did get around to doing that. I've recently looked at the prices that they fetch. My God, they hold their money. Wow. For an old bike, which they are really, they really hold their value, them things do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see the point in parting with this. I get on with it so well, I'm scared to part with it. That's how much I like it. So this will be with me for many, many years to come, I do believe. I don't know what the later one's like. I've no idea. I'd like a go on one. The latest lot, the M Sport type one. It looks fantastic. I'd like a go on one of them. Anyway, that's my day off done. I'm going to go and get a rest, ready for a very, very busy week. Cheers for watching, guys. See you very soon.